Hey y'all, it has been pouring the rain like all night long. They weren't calling for any flooding at all, but the creek has gotten up more this morning than it has with any of the major flooding they were calling for. It's going down right now. There's a little break in the rain. It seems like it rises quickly and goes down quickly, but just want to show y'all how high it was. It's been up over our bridge going to the garden, but let's see here if I can figure out how to change my phone screen. So as you can see, it hasn't been up near, well, it's been up close to the high part, but not actually near the berm yet. But here's our bridge. You can see there's debris washed up on it, where the creek has been right up against it. It's there's the creek, and then there's the garden. There is about at least a 3-foot elevation change from where the creek is now to where the garden is, though. So let's go in here. Luckily, my water pump is in an eddy, so it doesn't wash it away. Crossing this bridge. Oh, look. Somebody's beach ball is washed down and got lodged under the bridge. You can see here where the creek was earlier. Right here, and there's the garden. Let's see, from where that is to the garden is probably about a 2, it's hard to for me to gauge on elevation, but maybe like a 2.5 foot elevation change. So it would still have to get up a lot to get into the garden. But let me show you the garden. All this rain, and we just have a little bit of standing water. The green beans are rocking it out. Look, I think they're getting some runners here. Let's see if I can find my finger. There it is. I'm recording with my phone because of the rain. My phone is waterproof and our camera is not. So yeah, just some water standing between the rows. Oh, I got flash flood warning just popped up on my phone screen. So just give you a quick rundown of the garden here while I'm down here. It actually stopped raining again. It was raining when I came out, and I'm sure it'll be raining again looking at the radar. We just kind of have a little bit of a lull. We came out to try to feed all the critters real quick. But like on the upstream side of the garden, you can see the creek is nowhere near the berm. I mean, the berm is probably 7 feet above the creek up here. But which is good because in theory, for it to wash out the garden, it would need to come in high and wash down through it. But everything's looking great. But down here on the downstream side of the garden where it's lower, the creek could get up in it, but it probably wouldn't be a whole lot of flow. It would probably be mostly standing water, which, I mean, we have puddles in it right now, so need to get a rain gauge to put out. I've been seeing them on Facebook, people checking their rain gauges, and I don't have one. Kind of would like to have us a rain gauge. But I think all in all, this garden drains very well, considering how much rain we've had. I mean, there's a little bit of puddles here, but, you know, maybe a ½ an inch, something like that. But yeah, garden fared well. So. All right, so hope y'all enjoyed that little snippet. I just wanted to show you where the creek was, how close it was to the garden, but the garden is still doing good. They haven't called for flooding, like I said before. They haven't been calling for any flooding until like right now, and the creek is obviously way higher than it was this time, like at least a foot, versus the last time when everybody was panicking about flooding. So you just never know. All right, y'all. Wow, is it ever flooding? So now I hear thunder. So I came down here, I had to walk up the road, cross the creek up where there's a culvert, come down through the woods to the garden. The road's blocked up there. Trees have fallen across the road. I'm down here getting everything away from the creek. I moved my generator, let's see, right there. The tiller and both my tillers. I'm letting on the big one cool down before I put the tarp back on it. Shouldn't take it long with all this rain. We got the old, what is this thing called? I guess it's a plow, the old push plow. Gonna move it up out of the way. And let me turn my camera around and I'll show you all what we got going on here. That's the chickens. I'm getting ready to move those here in just a second. I really don't think the water's gonna get up to them, but I also didn't think it was gonna get to my generator because it had dropped a foot. And then there came another downpour, and now here we are. The water was halfway up on my generator by the time I got to it. Jack is actually bringing the tractor down right now to move the chickens. I've got to walk all the way back up through the woods, cross the creek at the road, and then walk back down to get here. It looks like the water's up on our fence. So the water is, well, look, I think it might have went down a little bit because it was coming into the garden right here. So the creek is actually on its way back down. Here's the garden. Nothing is washed out. Definitely it's flooded though. A bunch of sticks and junk in it. But I really don't think they're gonna hurt anything. I think if this rain will quit, then the water can wash back down and be fine. And that tree that was standing earlier, the willow tree, look, it's gone down into the water. I'm 99% sure our bridge is gone. This is a mess. Our fences are trashed down through here. So we gotta try to salvage that what we can. But here we are. It's hard to do this and video at the same time. I just wanted to kind of give you all a quick little update on what's going on here.
Over there, oh, it's flipping around. The gate had pallets on it.
There's our beach ball.
Well, the beach ball that had come down the creek from somewhere else. Oh my, there is the beach ball that, and the creek. Oh, it's over the berm.
That tree fell down.
Yep, that tree in the middle fell down.
Wasn't fell down, and I saw it fall down.
This is crazy. You can see it all the way over there. Oh my.
Well, there's our wire spooler. I've got to go get that. That's too much money to get wasted. Luckily, this is just really shallow. Yeah, we're going to be spending a lot of time today fixing fences. Man, our wire is washed way downstream. We got to figure out what's going on here. Trying to pull this wire out of the creek. I just walked to the edge right here where I'm at and stepped off into a 4-foot hole. Yeah, I should have brought gloves. I didn't know. Pull slow. I hope not. We almost got it. Can you reach it? Good deal. Well, here we go again. It's flooding into the garden. And it's still raining. God, protect our garden in Jesus' name. Nothing we can do except pray. Watch what happens. I don't really think it's getting into Jenna's tomatoes. I mean, this is our fence that y'all see us unhook and walk into the garden. Jack is pulling wire out of the creek, some of our turbo wire from Gallagher. I mean, nothing's washing out, but I just hope it doesn't. Like I was saying, there's not a lot of current here, just mostly standing water, but man, if it keeps on coming up, it's gonna be washing some beans out. The radishes I'm not too worried about, but all these beans, you y'all know our story with beans over the past few years. A few years. I hope that's not a bean plant right there. Let's see. No, that's a milkweed that I've cut probably. Like I said, nothing I can do. Just watch and pray. I still haven't made it to the other side of the creek. Back on the house side of the creek. There's the house. So the water is almost all the way across our garden right here, right now. I haven't checked the radar because, quite frankly, I haven't had time. I got the tiller and the generator and everything moved. And we got to go over here and move the chickens now since the creek is still rising. You can maybe see Jack way down there pulling wire out of the creek, salvaging all of our Gallagher Kerman wire we can. So anyway, alright, here we go. We're going to go on a hike again. So I was just walking to go back to the woods to get where I needed to go to get back across, and I just noticed the water is starting to breach our berm right here on the lower end of the garden. We got to protect this garden. We've got to have this. You know our needs. Our potatoes are submerged. Squash and okra are submerged. Some of our tomatoes are submerged. And like I said, nothing I can do. We're trying to move these chickens away from the creek a little bit. The rain has slacked off some right now. Hopefully the creek will go back down. Our garden, goodness y'all, it's way worse than when I was just in there. Probably took me 10 minutes to hike around. Alright, here we are again. We're over at the neighbor's property. We were coming over here to try to salvage some posts, but we can't even get to where they are, or where they were, hopefully where they are. I've got 2 of them. Y'all can see this is the field where we'd graze our cows. There's a creek running right down through the middle of it right now. So, man, it's, this was all kind of a secondary try to salvage deal here because of the chickens and the garden and the generator and everything, but goodness, I hope we didn't lose all those nice Gallagher posts. Our neighbor, he came over to help us. He's got, looks like he's got 1 post. No way I'm going to try to get over there and salvage it. I couldn't do it, I'd drown. So it's just not worth all that. Oh, well, there you have that. Nothing really we can do but just pray they're there. Alright, y'all, this is over at Mr. Paul's where we graze our cows. Wow, this is crazy. The water, or the bank, drops off normally like 10 feet to the water right here. So the water is like 15 feet deep normally here. I mean, normally like 5 foot deep. Then you add another 9. You're at 14 feet deep right there, and look how much it's flowing. That is a lot of water. But, wow. I'm glad we didn't put the cows over here yesterday. I had thought about it, but we didn't get around to it, thankfully so. My goodness.